So we're about to meet Lea. She's a front-end engineer for Tumblr. She's also a stop-motion graphic designer doing a ton of stuff. She's blowing up on Instagram right now. She's been working with Will Smith, all sorts of really cool people. Let's go meet her. Lea, welcome here.
Oh, thank you so much
Nice
to
to
having
meet you.
me. Yeah.
Very cool to have you here. So I understand you're an engineer at Tumblr.
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of your work on Instagram. I've seen some really cool, exciting stuff you've done with Will Smith, with all kinds of other people. How'd you get started? What got you from being an engineer to being here today?
So I'm an engineer. This is my full-time job, like 9 to 5. This is my regular job. But like on the side, I have this passion for videos since pretty much the age of 10. I was filming my family, everyone. I was doing weddings, film, things like that. But it's like 2 years ago that I had also this passion for techniques in video. So not regular video,
Power techniques.
Exactly, power techniques. But I wanted to try new things and not always the same. So I love stop motion. So I wanted to try stop motion, green screen effects, cinematograph, all of this kind of videos. So what I did is that I started an Instagram account 2 years ago, and my
Lea Motion.
Oh yeah, and I'm known as Lea Motion on Instagram. But so I just wanted to my goal was to try a technique by week. Okay. So I start by doing every week.
New technique.
So every week with my friend, family, everybody. So I was trying stuff. And so the first thing that happened is that I got contacted by Joby, the tripod. I see that you have some here, but those bendy tripod that you can put everywhere. So I got contacted by them, and they were like, "Are you interested to be an ambassador of our brand and do some video for us?" I was like, of course, I use your product every single day. Yeah. So yes. So I started to make some animation with them, with the tripod working by itself, some cool stuff. So I was doing what I liked, just after work or during my lunch break or anything like this. And one day I remember I was at work and I drink those bottles, the hint water. So I was drinking hint and I was like, oh, let's make a video with this water. So I went back home and I did it was Halloween, I remember. So I did a pumpkin and the water. I did a fun animation and I sent that through DM on Instagram. Instagram is the best way to just contact people in a very fast way,
Direct, it's the only way you can get direct access to some of these people, and you might not always, but they are the ones checking it, not their assistant checking their email inbox.
Exactly. So you got it, and so I did it, and someone replied back we love it. We will send you 12 cases of hint. Okay. Okay, so I was so happy about that. And so the guy contacted me 1 week after and he told me we are based in California, but we are here in New York for 1 week. Do you want to come to this event? We are having an event tonight. I was sure, I'm coming. So I went there, I met this guy, his name is Jonathan, and I really thanked him because he was kind of the start of everything that happened to me after. And so at this event, I saw I saw Sam Schaefer, which is a YouTuber that you might know, that I really love. And so I told Jonathan, I love Sam Schaefer, he's a great guy, I'm so happy to see him here. But nothing, I didn't want to talk to him because I'm super shy, and he was come, let's go have a chat. And Jonathan just told Sam, you will love her video. I was I hope you will love it because the way you sell it, he has to love it. But you will love her video, and he did. He kind of liked what I was doing, and he said do you want to do a collaboration, some videos together? I was sure, it would be a pleasure for me. So we did. We filmed 3 IDs, and he posted that on his account. So I had a lot of visibility that day, a lot of new followers. I was super happy about this. And this was the part 1 week after, I received an email and the title was Will Smith. So this was
just
kind of
subject line. Will Smith.
Yes, exactly.
Did you open it or just
trash? So I just opened it, and so it was saying like, "Hi, I'm like Will Smith's manager. I saw your video on Sam Sheffer." Oh, nice! I saw your video on Sam Sheffer account. We want to do a video with you. We love the levitation ID. So because my profile picture is me like holding like a camera and like it's levitating on itself, like
cool.
So
you should like put that clip in right here.
Exactly. So he told me like I would love to do that. So I was like, sure. I'm not in LA. I'm here. Like you're in LA, I know. He was like, can you do the levitation part, and like what does Will Smith? So I didn't meet Will Smith actually, but like this was more than meeting Will Smith. It was like a change like for me. So he sent me. So I asked him to do like this.
Yeah.
And I did all the green screen part, the water part at home. And I will always remember the day I received this video from Will Smith doing this, like what I asked.
With him posting it.
Exactly.
No,
just this.
Just this.
I was like, this is for me. Like, so I was working with this footage, but like you're not working with your brother footage, or like you're working with Will Smith footage. So I did the video, and I remember I was leaving for vacation the same day. And so I left, and I received a message from the manager, and he said, Will Smith loved it, but I'm so sorry, you will have to redo it, because like we are launching like not only water, the blue color, like we want to launch like more flavor, like strawberries, and so it's gonna have to go from blue to yellow to, and I was like, no, I have my computer, I can do it in post, don't worry. Pas de problème. Oh yeah, I'm French, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We gotta get to that. We skipped right over.
And so I did it. I sent it to them. I continued my vacation. I came back, and when I came back, one day I received, like my phone like was just like leaving like zzz. And so it was the day that Will Smith posted the video, and he was like, thanks Lea Motion. So
I heard that you had the opportunity to either charge him to pay you to do it, or but what did you do instead?
So basically, one of my friend, very good friend, I was telling him about this, and when they asked me for the price, like how much do you charge, my friend told me, you don't charge anything. Like just ask him to like mention your name. It will like bring you much more than charge like a couple bucks. Yeah. So it's what I did, and this like after Will Smith.
And that really set.
Exactly. So after Will Smith, I got a lot of visibility, you know, some more followers. And so I start getting message all over the place. Like, can you do levitation for my cream? Can you do levitation for my watch? Can you do it? So I was like, I want to, but like, I have my job. So I was like kind of choosing my project, which is like, it's good for me like to just choose the one I want to do, and what I did is that I started my company just after this, and now I'm like making videos for like brands and stuff. So I'm so happy. So you have the full story.
Full story. Love it. So let's go back a bit. So you mentioned you're from France. How did you get from France? We're now in New York. How did you get from France to New York, and what does a bit of that journey look like? Let's think back. What part of France did you grow up in?
So 20 minutes from Paris, so the suburb. So I grew up there. I did my study there. I did everything. Like I was computer science stuff, and I went to England to do like 4 months exchange. And after that, my husband went to New York for 1 year. It should have been for 1 year. And he didn't come back. Like he just called me and he told me, you have to come. Like it's the best place ever. You will love it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't speak English. So no, and I don't want to leave my family. So this was the two parts that was hard for me. But he told me like, just try 1 year. If you don't like it, we go back.
Yeah. So your husband was in New York.
Exactly.
He'd been here for a year, didn't come back.
Yeah, and he told me like you have to come. So I went. And he was right. Like I loved everything about the city, the people, the mentality. You said that mentality? Mentality. Yeah. I loved everything, and I loved it. I stayed, and you know.
And so did you come? So you work for Tumblr now as like a full-time job, and then you also do your live motion stuff on the side.
Yeah, exactly. So
and you're a mom.
I'm a mom of 3. Yeah.
Superwoman here. Do you wear a cape? Do you have that hiding?
I go home like this.
How do you balance your first of all your personal life, like that's one.
Yeah.
How do you balance a full-time job and even just your passion, like those two enough?
Yeah, so those two, what I do usually is that I go shoot during my lunch break.
Okay.
This is what happened. And I edit at night when my kids go to sleep.
Okay.
This is pretty much what I do.
Okay. So do you think that having that time constraint makes it easier to be creative or harder? Because you have 30, 40 minutes here and then you have like maybe an hour or two there.
Yeah, and also when I do stop motion, I can do the full project at home because you don't have to film. It's like object stop motion, so I can do it at home. But yeah, when I don't know, like I wish sometimes I have more time, but like it's fine. Yeah.
I sometimes wonder about that because when we're working with creatives, with designers on the website or different pieces, or even myself, I sometimes find if you just give yourself a hard deadline, I'm going to procrastinate until the very end anyway.
True.
So if I don't have that much time, it's like, I will take as much time as I have, and then I'll get it all done in the last.
That's so true. Yeah. So right now I'm working on a very fun project for the Billboard Music Awards. So I'm so happy. It's like 2 pieces to announce the nominee, And I was like, and I was like you said, like they had a very deadline, like you have 2 days.
Yeah.
You have 1 day to do the concept, you have 1 day to shoot it, you have 1 day to send it to us. If we have it, it was like just very, but I just like wanted to happen. So I went, like, I didn't sleep. Cool. But like, I was like, it's so cool, like to be able to do that, to work for this kind of big event, you know? So I was like, I don't care. I just do it for today. I will sleep later.
Amazing.
Yeah, it just happened. So it has been approved and it will be on Thursday actually. So.
Wow.
Thank you.
Congrats, that's so cool. And I saw you did another project for Bella Hadid.
Yeah. It was both.
Oh, Bella.
You good.
Nice flex.
So it was not for them, actually, it was for Michael Kors. Mm-hmm. And I was lucky enough to, so I was like, so basically I had like pretty freedom to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I just had to do like 3 pieces of content. So I could like choose, like if I wanted to do the runaway, if I wanted to do some backstage ideas, some celebrities. So I just was running around and try to find ideas. And one thing I add is that I bring with me a Polaroid with some green screen on it. And I was like, this can be cool to have like the model holding it and like do like some kind of zoom in effect inside. Exactly. You saw it, right? You know everything.
Guilty.
And so I went backstage and I saw Bella Hadid and I was like, if you don't ask her, you have to ask her. And I was alone, like my team. So I had a team that were doing the YouTube video. I was doing more like small content. And so I just went and I was like, hi Bella, can you, and with my accent, can you hold this for 1 second? She was like, sure. She was super nice. So I just did my ID.
Yeah.
I asked to 2 other models, they were super nice also. And I posted and it was great. And 2 of the models, not Bella, but 2 of the models commented on my post.
Oh, cool.
I was super happy about this. So
that's nice.
Kind of a cool project.
Nice. Very cool.
Yes.
So it feels a little bit like you're living the dream. You're pursuing your passion alongside a full-time job. You got happy, healthy kids. Does it feel like that? What would you say to others that have their passions? Maybe they know them, maybe they don't. But for people that are wanting to find that, what would you say? Yeah,
so one thing that, sometimes I ask people to ask me questions, like if I can help or anything. And one person was asking, I'm 30, I'm 35, I'm so sad that it's too late for me. No, I'm 30, okay. Yeah. I'm 30, I'm so sad that it's too late for me. And I was like, okay, I'm 33, okay. I started 2 years ago, so make the calculation. It's never too late. I could be 40. If you have a passion, just go for it. Try. And also not for the money. Just try. Don't think about client, money. sponsor, like just do it, and I'm sure like people will come to you if you are passionate, you have like a good portfolio with your work, like it will pay off for sure. Yeah, this is my advice, like just go for it.
Go for it. Nice, love that. So how long have you been in New York for?
I've been here for 11 years.
11 years, nice.
Yeah.
And you're wearing a 368 t-shirt. For those of you who don't know, 368 is Casey Neistat's
of course, yes,
amazing center.
Yes. So
what's your connection there? What's the story?
So I'm a huge fan of Casey Neistat, but like so I'm a friend of Patrick Russell, which is like Casey Neistat assistant. And we were talking at some event, we saw each other at some events, and I was like, we were looking for a way to work together, because I love 368, I love the mentality, like everything that they are creating, and like the fact that they are making a space for creators, like it can be gaming, they have like a lot of things for creators. And so we find a way to collaborate together. So I'm making right now a video to sell their merch.
Oh, nice.
So that's why I'm so it will be a paper style project. It will be
sketched on paper?
It will be on paper. You will see like some people wearing the merch, and with my hand on top of this, I will pretend to like grab the shirt and like do something, put another one, you know. So it will be all paper. And,
cool.
And for that project, so there is 800 frames that I have to cut by hand. I know.
In paper? You're the one cutting with scissors.
Yes.
Do you have your 8-year-old doing it, or it's you doing it?
I bought everything, like the mat, the cutter, like it will be crazy. But like I just wanted to do it. I wanted to try this technique, like the paper-based thing.
When do you think that'll be out?
Mid-May.
Mid-May. Okay, nice.
The longest project ever, but it's
but
always good.
800 pieces that you're cutting out to by hand.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, and
so we got
one thing to talk about.
Whoa, what?
Because I'm doing my first like long project with Ryan Serrant on Friday. It's like I did like the storyboard.
Ryan Serrant is a real estate sales guy that's doing a ton of YouTube stuff, and some of our friends of SoulGuard actually work with him. But
exactly.
what are you doing?
So basically, one of the thing that I wanted to try. So as I mentioned, I want to try always like new thing, and so I wanted to try not to do like 6-second loop. I wanted to try a more long format, which is like not more than 1 minute. So it's not a long format, but still. And I wanted to
for those of us with ADD, a minute is a really long.
Exactly. But I wanted to try to do a storyboard, the full process, like which angle I will film, which story I will tell, like. So it's what I did with Ryan Serrant. So we are shooting on Friday. So I sent them like a storyboard. So it's my first time doing this kind of project. So I hope it will be good. But like what I wanted to mention is that like don't always do what you know, like just keep learning.
I love that about your style. Like you're saying, you're doing it to learn new techniques.
Exactly.
And none of your projects are the same. Like I've seen you do stuff with John Hill, the skateboard, like making someone disappear, and stuff with John Reyes, who we met with, like the cool backflip.
Exactly.
All of your styles are different, and I think that by stretching, I was going to say you've had some nice flexes today with Will Smith, Belle Hadid, Ryan. You've got all these really cool people you're working with, and yet your style's diverse in every single one. So like.
I hope it will. Cool. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming by. I wanted to give you a little parting gift.
Thank you so much.
We mostly make backpacks and suitcases and things, but we also make watches. So here's a hexagon-shaped watch for you.
Wow! Oh my God.
So if you're
looks so nice.
A bit of a design geek, the hexagon watch actually allows you to tell time a little bit faster because the corners.
The corner. That looks amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And so we can find you.
Lea Motion, yes.
On Instagram,
YouTube, Facebook, everywhere.
All the things.
But Instagram is the main.
Instagram is the main. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Adrian. It's so nice.